Welcome back to your live virtual classes, Foundation Paper 1 Accounting. Okay. So we are in the fag end of the chapter of 11, which is in your module number 2, company accounts mein. So till date, like till now, we have finished 5 units. Now we are doing the last unit. Okay. That is redemption of preferences, which is your unit number 5. Okay. So first, before I can talk about or what is redemption, you need to understand what is a preference share. Okay. So what is a preference share? Preference share is a type of share only. So shares may you can have two types. One is equity, one is preference. Okay. Equity is nothing but you become the owner of the company. That is an equity share. You hold the voting rights. You become the owner of the company. So that is the equity shares. But preference shares, preference shares in the name itself, they have a preference. So rather or more than the equity shareholders, the preference shareholders, they get a preference in what? In two things. The first thing is in the payment of a dividend. When the company has profits, after distributing and after giving for all the expenses, if any profit is remaining, then they will be distributing to the shareholders. In that also, first, which shareholder? Preference shareholder. That is why the name preference has come to the shares. And then in the repayment of capital, that means preference shareholders also would have given you money. Equity shareholders also would have given you money. At the time of closing the company, whose money will be first paid? Means preference shareholders' money only will be first paid. Okay. So that is the preference that the preference shares get over the equity shares. Then you can ask me, I will be a preference shareholder, madam. Why should I be an equity shareholder? Because for the fact that you get the ownership rights, you get the voting rights, you get to participate in the management of the company. Ownership, being the owner of a company gives you a much better feeling, much better satisfaction. So that is why dividend and repayment of capital, very important to understand that preference shareholders will be given preference in these two things over the equity shareholders. Now, madam, what are the types of preference shares? When I was talking or doing the equity shares, I told you I will teach what are the types of preference shares. There are 4 different types of preference shares. First one is cumulative and non-cumulative preference shares. What is the meaning of cumulative and non-cumulative? This year, I have a loss for the company. That means what? If I have profit only, I can pay the dividend. Now, can you pay the dividend? No. Loss ho gaya first year mein. Okay. Now, second year also it is a loss. That year also no dividend. Now, third year I have profits. Okay. Third year I have profits. So, madam, if it is a cumulative preference share, you get your dividend accumulated. First year ka dividend gets added with the second year dividend. These 2 years total accumulated dividend will be paid along with the third year ka dividend. So if I say 10K here, 10K here, 10K here, third year mein if you are a cumulative preference shareholder, you will get a total dividend of 30,000. But when you come to non-cumulative, no. First year may there is no profit, no dividend over. Second year, no profit, no dividend. Third year, there is profit. And if you are a non-cumulative preference shareholder, you will get only the 10,000 pertaining to third year. You cannot get the previous year arrears. Only if you are a cumulative person, you will get. Next is participating and non-participating preference shares. The total profit of the company is 10,000. You have paid all the expenses to the extent of 5,000. Remaining 5,000. Preference shares ka dividend paid 1,000. Equity shares ka dividend paid 2,000. Now the balance with the company after making all the dividends, all the expenses payments is so much. Okay. This is preference dividend. This is equity dividend. Now, in this remaining 2K, if you are a participating preference share, again you can come and participate and take another 1,000 as your dividend. So participating preference shares means they will be able to participate in the profit of the company after making payment for all the other expenses, giving back all the other dividends. That profit which is remaining with the company after everything, in that also they will be able to make a or take a share. Non-participating means if their thing is over, preference dividend pay kar diya, finish. They cannot again participate. Okay? They cannot again participate. Clear? Now we have redeemable preference shares and irredeemable preference shares. Like in the case of debentures, the same concept gets applied here. Redeemable means which is repaid within a period. Irredeemable means in the liquidation or at the time of liquidation of the company. Or at the time of liquidation of that particular company. In the case of an infrastructure company, the period is 20 years. In the case of an infrastructure company, the maximum period of irredeemable preference shares can be only 20 years. That means after 20 years, irrespective of whether the company is in existence or not, I have to repay back this particular value. And then we have convertible and non-convertible. Again, we have seen this in the debentures. Convertible are those converted into equity shares. It is not converted into debentures, no. From preference shares, they cannot become debenture holders, no. From preference shares, they can become the equity shareholders. Non-convertible means you should pay them back in money. Money or cash, that's all. This is what is a preference share and the types of preference share. Clear, everybody? Preference share is that share which has a preference over the equity share in the payment of the dividend and repayment of the capital. What are the types of preference shares? Cumulative and non-cumulative preference shares. Cumulative means those people, those arrears of the dividend, if they are not paid in 1 year, it can be accumulated and paid when there are actual profits. Okay. If in case of non-cumulative, if you don't have profit in that year, if you cannot pay the dividend, then it is over. You cannot treat it as arrears. You cannot accumulate it. Only in the year when you have profit, dividend will be paid. If that year no profit, no dividend is paid. Finish. You cannot do anything after that. Participating, non-participating. Participating preference shareholders are those who have a right to participate in the excess profits. What is excess profits? After me paying all the expenses, paid the dividend to preference shares and equity shares, remaining profits जो कुछ भी है उसमें भी एक शेयर को लेने वाले को हम participating preference shares बोलते हैं. Non-participating, after they get their dividend, they are okay, they are good, and they go away. There is no other thing that they can participate in. Redeemable and irredeemable. Redeemable are those preference shares which can be repaid or which will be repaid after a certain period in time. But irredeemable cannot be or will not be repaid during the lifetime of the business. So at the end of closing the business, you will get back your capital. But in the case of an infrastructure company alone, the maximum period will be 20 years. So at the end of the 20 year, I have to repay it back. Convertible and non-convertible. So when I issue convertible preference shares, it means that I give an option to convert them into equity shares after certain period. If I don't give that option, it is a non-convertible preference share and it will be the same. You have to repay them back in the cash. So now there was one particular one marker MCQ question which said preference shares means what kind of preference shares will be issued. It will be a non-participating, non-cumulative but redeemable preference share. This will be a default share. This will be a default share. Dude, redeemable and non-redeemable means redeemable you can pay after some time. Irredeemable you will not pay only at the time of liquidation. Okay. But in the case of an infrastructure company alone, if an infrastructure company issues irredeemable preference shares, maximum time period will be 20 years. That's all. That is one small condition. They can ask you for 1 mark. But irredeemable means it is not redeemed during the lifetime. Okay. Non-participating, non-cumulative and redeemable will be the, by default, the preference shares will be issued with that category. Okay, Neha. Okay, Akshit. Okay. So come back. Now we are going to talk about redemption of preference shares. The first thing that you people have to understand is, like when we did for redemption of the debentures, we understood what is the source from which you can redeem the debentures, correct? So the source that we understood was the company should have enough cash balance should be there with the company. I will create a DRR, which is 10% of the value of the debentures outstanding. I will create a DRR investment account, which is 15% of the value of the debentures outstanding. And then I will pass the entries for the debenture redemption, percentage debenture account debit, premium on redemption if there is premium on redemption account debit to debenture holders to bank. Premium on redemption is a loss and that loss will be taken usually from the profit and loss account. These three entries we passed and then DRR को हमने ट्रांसफर किया है जनरल रिजर्व में. DRR इन्वेस्टमेंट अकाउंट को हम लिक्विडेट किया है बैंक अकाउंट टू the DRR investment account. So इतना ही entries है with respect to redemption of debentures. अभी यहाँ पे आ जाओ. What are the sources from which preference shares can be redeemed? There are two major sources. One source is by issue of equity shares. The same concept like in debentures. What did we see? Number of shares we computed, correct? Debenture holders are given the option to convert their shares, to convert their debentures into the number of shares. हमने तो दो questions उसमें solve किया है. Similar concept here also. When you want to repay back the preference shares and you have given them conversion option, you can tell or rather than not even give the conversion option. Here, conversion option need not be given, but the company can decide to get money from issuing fresh equity shares. From issue of fresh equity shares for getting money for redemption. That's all. This is one source from which you can get money. The other source is you have undistributable profits. आपके पास जो भी कुछ profits है वो undistributable है. Like they are, okay, not undistributable, they are distributable profits. Which means that, my dear students, you have given for all the expenses. You have given for all the expenses and जो कुछ भी बाकी profits आपके पास है free for distribution, उसमें से you can redeem the preference shares. And then you can have a combination of fresh issue of equity shares plus partly from your reserves or distributable profits. So दोनों मिला के भी you can do this option also. So what is that you will have to learn when you are doing this? First, let us take the case of issue of fresh equity shares. You have preference shares that you know you have to redeem or repay back. उसके लिए उस पैसे के लिए you are going to issue equity shares now. So equity shares gets issued and from which you get the money. Very, very easy. And only one simple entry, bank account to equity share capital. Not required for all those installments, two entries, not required. Whatever is the amount, number of shares into the face value that you receive. Then madam, for redemption, what will be my entry? Same way here, all of you please see here, preference. Here also you will have percentage. Preference share capital, that percentage is the dividend, okay? Preference shareholder capital to preference shareholders. Same thing like in the debentures, you did percentage debenture to percentage debenture to debenture holders. Here preference shareholders. Then when you make a payment, it will be preference shareholders account debit to bank because you are paying them. Madam, can we redeem preference shares at a premium, madam, like we did for the debentures? Yes, you can redeem it. So when that comes, you will write premium on redemption. Premium on redemption account. Where will this premium be taken from? Nothing but profit and loss account, madam. The same concept like we did for debentures. Instead of debentures, here it will be preference shares. That's all. Any doubts with this? The four entries? Whenever you are issuing fresh shares, equity shares for getting the money, it will be one single entry, bank to equity share capital. Then for redemption, it will be this percentage preference shares capital to preference shareholders to bank. If there is premium on redemption, please include that here and write it off from the P&L account. Okay. Okay. Now let us go ahead and let us see the questions one by one. Then you will understand it better. Everybody, please see. Illustration number one, Hinduja Company Limited had 5,008% redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each. That means 5 lakh rupees fully paid up. The company decided, see, the preference shares also should be fully paid up. Okay. Only after that you can repay them back. Okay. Va? That means 100 rupees may last call is not done. Then you should pass the final call entry. Are you clear? So preference shares for the purpose of being repaid should be fully paid. Okay. Now the company decided to redeem these preference shares at par. They are redeemed at par by the issue of sufficient number of equity shares at rupees 10 face value. Pass the required necessary entries. So what is the total value of the preference shares? 5,000 into 100 is 5 lakh rupees. What is the per equity share value? The per equity share value is 10 rupees, which is nothing but 50,000 equity shares. Now the entry, please come to the entry. Everybody please see 50,000 into 10. So it will be 5 lakh. There will be no change in the amount, same amount only. No problem. The next one is pass the redemption entries. Redemption में premium on redemption नहीं है because they are redeeming it at par. Okay, this is 5 lakh and this is 5 lakh. This entry will not come. That's all. Did you all understand this entry? Do you have any doubts with this? Please write it down quickly. Write unit number 5, redemption of preference shares. Okay, good, Shweta. Please write unit number 5, redemption of preference shares. Under that, illustration number 1. Write down this flowchart and then write illustration number 1. Okay, Ujjwal. In the books of journal entries, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit rupees, credit rupees. Write the narrations also, please. Distributable profits is redeem the preference shares. Nation. I didn't write anything nation. Distributable profits is this is combination of fresh issue plus distributable profits. Yeah. And then pass these entries. In the working note, please write this particular working note. Computation of number of equity shares. Very important. It is not charge, ma. Preference dividend is also an appropriation only. Preference dividend, Ujjwal, it is an appropriation. Only the interest on debentures is a charge. Preference dividend also, if everything is paid and then something is remaining, then only it can be given. Not otherwise, okay? Can we go to the next question? Have you all completed, ma? Yes, Sweta says yes. Others? Tanya, good. Kritika, good. Ketari, okay. What is this 10% entry, ma? This entry, okay. This is redemption entry, Akshit. Here, it is not 10%. I just gave you an example. In this question, it is 8% preference share. While you are going to redeem, well, you have to repay. What is the entry that you will pass? Debentures में हमने कौन सा entry pass किया है? You tell me. Redemption का entry कौन सा हमने pass किया है, Mr. Akshit? In the case of debentures, what did we do? In the case of debentures, the redemption entry, due entry that we passed was percentage debenture to debenture holders account. The same way here also, percentage preference share capital to preference shareholders will be coming. Why are you writing the percentage? This percentage indicates the dividend. Like in debentures, it was indicating the interest. Here for preference shares also there will be percent, but this is indicating the dividend. This dividend is a appropriation of profit, not a charge against the profit. Okay. Then to preference shareholders is what you will write it here. Okay, Akshit? 8% preference share capital to preference shareholders to bank. ये दोनों set बनता है आपका redemption entry. If you have a premium on redemption, then that you will be debiting. It will be premium on redemption account debit, whatever the amount. Okay. Next question, we will see a question with premium on redemption. Whenever you get premium on redemption, you should write it off from the profit and loss account. Okay. Now we are going with the illustration number 2. There are few rules which you have to very carefully remember. C Limited had issued 10,000 10% redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid. The company decided to redeem these preference shares at par by issue of sufficient number of equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 2 rupees per share as fully paid up. So यहाँ पे what is happening? 10,000 shares, okay? 10,000 shares है 100 rupees का, तो ये बन जाता है 10 lakh. Now the question is, madam, इस working note पे equity shares का value है 10 face value 2 rupees premium में issue हो रहा है. What should I consider this denominator here? Whether 10 rupees, madam, yani 12 rupees I should consider. All of you please remember, always you should consider the face value. Always you should consider the face value. Face value of the preference shares divided by the face value of the equity shares. क्यों मैडम, क्या लॉजिक है मैडम? Because security premium का amount will separately be, or this premium 2 rupees will separately go to securities premium amount. You cannot utilize that to redeem the preference shares. उसमें से पैसे you cannot utilize to redeem the preference shares. उसके लिए, or that securities premium you can use it for 5 different things. That is different. But इसके लिए you cannot use it. जिसके लिए preference shares को repay करने के लिए जो premium you collect, that cannot be included. So please remember, face value of the preference shares will come on the top. Face value of the equity shares should come on to the bottom, irrespective of, even if there is a premium, don't take that. Clear? So 10 lakh divided by 10 is 1 lakh equity shares now will be issued. Now all of you please see this entry. Very, very important. Yeah, Akshit, are you all following? So this will be 1 lakh into 10 lakh, sorry, this bank will be 12 rupees received, okay? This will be 12 lakh rupees. To equity share capital will be 1 lakh into 10 rupees face value, and to securities premium, this will be 10 lakh rupees. And here securities premium 2 rupees value into 1 lakh shares. So it will be 2 lakh rupees here. All of you see this? Is entry mein to securities premium will come. But the number of equity shares will be only 1 lakh. Why madam, or how madam 1 lakh? I should consider only face value. Face value of the preference shares to be redeemed divided by face value of equity shares. I should not consider the premium, because premium will not be used to repay the preference shares. Whatever expenses on that you can do, you can write it off, you can take it, but you cannot give this money to the preference shareholders. You cannot give that. Okay. Now here you have some 12% preference shares that comes at 10 lakh rupees. Here also it comes at 10 lakh rupees. Preference shareholders to bank will give you 10 lakh and 10 lakh. Okay. So this is the first entry, second entry, third and fourth. This fourth में कुछ भी नहीं, it will not come because there is no premium on redemption, no? Did you all understand this? So in the working note, you are going to write additionally always face value of the preference shares to be redeemed divided by face value of the equity shares. Always face value. Clear everybody? Any doubts? Please write down illustration number 2. In the books of journal entries, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount. Please write this quickly. 2 more minutes. Please write this down completely. Very importantly, you should write it in the working note. अब जिस भी language में you can understand, you please write the working note. Ketari Harendra. Harendra, did you write this working note, ma? What is the working note? You should write clearly. Face value of the preference shares to be redeemed divided by face value of the equity shares. Very, very important. Even if premium on redemption is there or securities premium is there, irrespectively, you should consider only the face value. Okay. Working note also you people have to discount में श्वेता equity shares को आप issue नहीं कर सकते हो. Okay. Even if there is a discount, let us say hypothetically it is not possible. Even if you have a discount also, don't consider discount. That's all. Face value important. Only the issue price will come only in the case of issue of shares or debentures for consideration other than cash. Just only for that you will take the issue price which is face value plus premium or face value minus discount. इस तरह के redemption question में only the face value of the equity shares will come. Okay, Shweta? Tanya, did you do? Kritika, Radhika, Anjali? Aishwarya, good. Great. So now let's go to the next question, which is your illustration number 3. G India Limited had 9,000 10% redeemable preference shares of 10 each. That is 90,000 rupees of preference shares to be redeemed. The company decided to redeem these preference shares at par by the issue of sufficient number of equity shares of rupees 9 each, fully paid up. इसका मतलब क्या है? This is not issued at a discount. It means that in this question, equity shares face value is 9 rupees. That's all. It is not issued at a discount. Don't get confused with that word, okay? 9 rupees is the actual face value. That's all. So, यहाँ पे 10% preference share capital कितना बन जाता है? It is 9,000 preference shares into 10. So, 90,000 divided by 9. This is the face value of equity shares. So, कितना equity shares मा? 10,000 equity shares. And one more thing, my dear students, here when you're writing this entry, you should write the narration. Very, very importantly, being so many equity shares of the face value or premium issued is what you people have to write. If you don't write, you will not get marks. Narration may especially whenever there is redemption of preference shares by the issue of fresh equity shares, you should write the narration. For example, please see here. कितना है 90,000 90,000. So here what? Being 10,000 equity shares issued at rupees 9 per share for the redemption of preference shares. In your textbook, they would have given dated, board resolution dated. If you want, you can add that also. Now the second entry will be the redemption entry. Is redemption entry के लिए everybody please see this particular redemption entry. Okay, this particular redemption entry will be, I think this is 12% or 10%. 10% preference share capital account debtor to preference shareholders. कितना है 9,000 into 10, 90,000. Here also it will be 90,000. That's all. No premium on redemption. Simple. Can you please do this question, everybody? Write down this question. The only difference is you can think, madam, 10 rupees it is given as 9 rupees. No, madam. 10 rupees is not the face value. This one is for the previous sum. यहाँ पे 9 rupees है face value. Because the word fully paid up is given, so 9 rupees is the face value. Mr. Akshat, 9 rupees is the face value. Everybody, did you understand this? There is no discount. 9 rupees itself is the face value. So I am dividing it by 9. There is no premium in the question. There is no discount in the question. So this much. Tomorrow is not my class. My class will be on Monday. Okay. I'll be finishing this particular thing wholly. And just inventory practical question. Maybe if possible, I will try to solve the September, whatever my portions are finished, no? Us chapters mein I'll try to solve the exam questions on Monday. Okay. Okay, students, have you finished this? Have you all finished this particular thing? So 3 problems we have completely seen with the first option, complete issue of fresh equity shares. I get or I issue fresh equity shares. I get money and then I am repaying my preference shareholders. Now I go and I am going to see illustration number 4. All of you please see here illustration number 4. The board of directors of a company decided to issue minimum number of equity shares of rupees 9 to redeem 5 lakh preference shares. 5 lakh is the value of the preference shares. What is the preference shares value? 5 lakh rupees. Okay. Okay. So 5 lakh rupees is given to us in the question. Now, the maximum amount of divisible profits available for redemption is 3 lakh. Calculate the number of shares to be issued to ensure that the provision of section 55 are not violated. Also determine the number of shares if the company decides to issue shares in multiples of rupees 50 only. So here this is the first problem. Very easy. Distributable profits. Okay. Based on the distributable profits, how much is available with the company? So whenever, my dear students, from the total value of the preference shares, if you know the value of profits, remove that first. Only for the remaining value, they need to do the fresh issue, correct? They need to do the fresh issue. What is the face value of the share? It is 9 rupees. So 22,223 point something. I am rounding it off to 22,223 shares to be issued. But my dear students, they are asking you to round it off to the multiple of 50. Multiple of 50 means the nearest 50 I am going to take and show it. This is the number of equity shares. Yes, now here the logic you need to understand, madam, this is a combination. So whenever there is a combination, okay, whenever there is a combination, okay, I will get back to you about the schedule, okay. Whenever there is a combination of the equity shares as well as the distributable profits, first you need to see which amount is specific. तो यहाँ पे specifically आपको दिया गया है distributable profits का value. तो first out of the total redeemable preference shares, distributable profits को you should subtract. For the remaining amount only you will issue the equity shares. कितना equity shares divided by the face value. अभी तक हमने जो कुछ भी illustrations 3 किया है वो तीनों illustration में face value ही लिया है. यहाँ पे face value है ₹9. वो आता है decimals में. But they asked you to convert it into multiple of the nearby 50. So 22,250 shares to be issued for redeeming the 2 lakh worth, because 3 lakh already has come from your profits. क्लियर? तो ये वाला मैंने डायरेक्टली आपको इस ऑप्शन को दिखाया है. ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज रिमेंबर इन दिस यूनिट which question can come to you means combination of distributable profits and the equity shares issue, दोनों मिला के redemption of preference share question can come. So what should you remember? Always read the question. In the question, sometimes they will tell total preference share capital to be redeemed itna hai. This will be given to you in the question. Either equity shares kitna issue karna hai, they would have given in the question, or this much distributable profits available hai. This can be given in the question. Any one clue will be given in the question. Okay? Any one clue will be given in the question. आपको the other one you should only find out. Like in this example, first distributable profits are given. उसको मिटा के उसको हटा के I have taken this particular 2 lakh rupees and for that I have calculated the number of shares. So इसमें पहला दिया गया है profits का value. That profit I will remove and find out the number of shares. Now the next question we are going to see. Okay, somebody has asked me what is section 55. For redemption of the preference shares, section 55 tells you some rules. We will see what are those rules if you people have a doubt. You should make it fully paid, the preference shares, okay? Tomorrow not possible for me to take class. I will be taking it on Monday only. I will just let you know. I'll confirm it, okay? The nearest 50, what is available to be divided? Next 50, no? So now let us see before we go to the next question. What are the rules of section 55 here? Illustration. Before we do the next illustration, just a minute. Section 55 provides for the redemption of fully paid preference shares. आपको वो preference shares जो कुछ भी आप redeem कर रहे हो, you should have it fully paid. All of you please see here. No shares can be redeemed, are liable to be redeemed with a period not exceeding 20 years. No shares can be redeemed except out of the divisible or the distributable profits. No shares can be redeemed unless they are fully paid. Okay. So in case of such class may be prescribed if premium on redemption shall be provided out of the profits. If whenever there is premium on redemption, take it from the profits. Okay. And in the case of other companies, if any premium on redemption shall be paid out of the profits of the company or out of the securities premium account before such shares are redeemed. Next, when the shares are to be redeemed, you have to transfer an amount to the capital redemption reserve. Mr. Monu Singh, whatever we are going to do now, that is what they are showing you in the form of the section 55. Okay, you should use your redeemable profits only. They should be fully paid up. And if there is any premium on redemption, you should only take it from your profit and loss account. Okay. Now, my dear students, on this particular note, okay, madam, you told me about, we know the entries for this option. Okay. For the last option, you also told and you showed what is to be done. Now we come to distributable profits. Whenever you are going to repay back the preference shares out of the profits available to the company, what I should do? I should create something called as the CRR, Capital Redemption Reserve. Madam, from where will I take and create CRR? Because whenever I'm going to redeem out of my distributable profits to protect the investors, I am going to create a capital redemption reserve. This can be created first out of the general reserve account, then profit and loss account. You should never use capital reserve or securities premium account to create the CRR. That is the rule. Capital redemption reserve will be created first out of general reserve and then out of your P&L account. Not based out of your securities premium or capital reserve. Madam, like in case of debentures, is there any percentage? No percentage. Simple thing is the total amount of the face value of the preference shares to be redeemed will come here. But if you have equity shares to be issued, उसको subtract करने के बाद जो कुछ भी बाकी balance है, which you are actually going to redeem out of your profits, that amount should come here. This I will explain when I do the question. Is this clear? Then what are the redemption entries? The same. Preference share capital, account debit to preference shareholders. Then we have preference shareholders to bank. And then finally, if there is a premium on redemption, then it will be profit and loss account. That's all. These are the 4 entries. Now, the extra entry here is only the creation of capital redemption reserve. Madam, after I repay back the preference shares, should I transfer this like DRR to the general reserve? Not required, because the balance that sits in the capital redemption reserve will be used to issue fully paid up bonus shares. Okay? Will be used to issue fully paid up bonus shares. Now, on this particular thing, we are going to go ahead and see the next. No, for premium on issue, you need not deduct this particular profits. Okay, that will be separately given. Okay, Anjali, I will come back and I will let you know what are the webinars, what are the this. Let us not break our heads on the schedule. Please concentrate in the class right now. We will be doing the illustration number 6. The following are the extracts of ABC Limited. You have 40,000 equity shares. Equity shares ka kuch bhi, nothing, no effect here because we are only concerned with preference shares. 1,000 10% redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each. So 1,000 into 100 is 1 lakh rupees preference shares आपको repay करना है. Okay. Now reserves and surplus में breakup कैसा है? Capital reserve है, securities premium है, जनरल रिजर्व है और P&L अकाउंट भी है. On 1st of January, Board of Directors decided to redeem the preference shares at par by utilizing the reserves. You are required to pass the necessary journal entries. So, my dear students, this is a purely question where you are using the distributable profits. So, 1,000 shares, preference shares into 100. How much is the redeemable preference shares का value? 1 lakh rupees. इसको हम कहाँ से लेते हैं? Capital reserve से? No. Securities premium से? No. So general reserve में है 75,000 और बाकी profit and loss account में total value है 35,000. I will consider only 25,000 because I need only 1 lakh, no? So यहाँ पे amounts को first entry capital redemption reserve को create करना है. You have to create the capital redemption reserve. Very, very simple. So it will be 75,000. Here it will be 25,000. This will be 1 lakh. Now what is the redemption entry that you will pass? 1 lakh. This is also 1 lakh. Madam, कुछ premium on redemption है? नहीं है. Then I will be paying off this particular thing. Then madam, equity shares का I have not issued. It's okay. किसी भी question में you can have or you need not have also. What is the second entry? What is the doubt you're having, Akshit? I explained it already, no? Preference share capital account debit to preference shareholders. It means वो redemption entry है. What is the doubt here? Reminding everybody you are able to understand. It is a normal, simple question. If you issue equity shares, it will be bank account to equity share capital. But here you are using your own profits. If you use the profits, you will create a CRR. That's all. CRR for the total value. This is not like debentures. Only 10% or 15%. No. It is for the full amount. So full amount I create a CRR. Then I pass the redemption entry. Redemption entry को किस तरह pass करते हैं? Same like we have done for debentures. No. Percentage debenture to debenture holders to bank. यहाँ पे डिबेंचर को हटा के पुट द प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स, दैट्स ऑल. परसेंटेज प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल टू प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स. प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन नॉट देयर. व्हेन प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन इज देयर, डोंट वरी अक्षित, गिव इट फ्रॉम योर प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, दैट्स ऑल. नाउ वी गो विद द इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 7. You have to first see what is the doubt. Every time the same doubt, why? Now, illustration number 7 is a combination of two things together. So, they are telling you, they are giving you a clue. Okay? इस clue को पढ़ के we have to ascertain how much is being issued by the issue or raised by the issue of fresh equity and how much is being utilized from your own profits. इन दोनों को we only should ascertain. Please read the question. C Limited had 3,000 12% redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each. इसका मतलब है 3,000 into 100 3 lakh rupees है उसका preference share capital. The company had to redeem it at a premium of 10%. Okay. It was decided by the company to issue the following. 25,000 equity shares उसने दे दिया है. Here you need not use any formula to find out number of equity shares. Directly आपको question में दिया गया है 25,000 equity shares at rupees 10 each और debentures भी issue हुआ है यहाँ पे. The next one is the issue was fully subscribed, amounts were received in full, the payment was duly made, company had sufficient profit, show the journal entries. तो इसका meaning first thing please understand, आप just equity shares को issue करने से ही बस है. From debentures if you issue, that proceeds you cannot use for redeeming or repaying the preference shares. आप एक loan लेके एक दूसरी और लोन को पूरा नहीं कर सकते हो. So the debenture amounts whatever issued and the money raised, you cannot or you should not use it for redeeming the preference shares. वो एक explicit condition है. Okay. So in this question, madam, there are 3,000 preference shares at rupees 100 each, so the value is 3 lakh rupees madam. इसके लिए मैं issue कर रही हूँ equity shares directly कितना madam? 25,000 into 10 madam. 2,50,000 I am issuing. Okay. The remaining 50,000 जो कुछ भी है वो उसके प्रॉफिट से लिया जाएगा, वो उसके प्रॉफिट से लिया जाएगा. इन अदर वर्ड्स सीआरआर इतने वैल्यू के लिए बनाना है. यू विल आस्क मी मैडम सीआरआर को फेस वैल्यू बोला? नहीं, जो कुछ भी फेस वैल्यू इक्विटी शेयर्स इश्यू करने के बाद जो कुछ भी बाकी है, इस 50,000 को ही यू आर गोइंग टू पे थ्रू योर प्रॉफिट्स. तो इस 50,000 को ही आप सीआरआर बनाना है. नाउ हियर द डाउट विल बी, what about premium on redemption? Premium on redemption 10% on this will be 30,000. But इसको आप again P&L account से लेना है. You should not bring it into this calculation. इस calculation जब आप शेयर्स को डिफाइन करते हो या प्रॉफिट को फाइंड आउट करते हो, ये सब फेस वैल्यू में ही होना चाहिए. Is this clear? Akshit, this is your doubt, I guess. Always you are asking, what about premium on redemption? Premium on redemption. Even if premium on redemption is going to come, is working के लिए you should not use it. Now you will ask me, madam, debentures का क्या है madam? Debentures का कुछ नहीं है. They have given you that they have issued debentures. उसका normal entry pass कर दो. That's all. Okay. Now in this question, the first entry will be P&L account debit to कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व. इसका अमाउंट है 50,000, इसका अमाउंट है 50,000. आप नरेशन में लिखना है बीइंग 50,000 यूटिलाइज्ड फ्रॉम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेबल प्रॉफिट्स टू रिडीम द प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स. इतना आपको लिखना है. नरेशन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Now this particular redemption, it is 3,000 12% डिबेंचर्स. सो ये वाला होता है 3 लाख, इसमें 30,000 है प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन, यहाँ पे आता है 3 लाख एंड 30,000. दिस वन विल बी 3 लाख एंड 30,000, 3 लाख एंड 30,000. यहाँ पे आता है 30,000. क्लियर? आप एक और एंट्री, दो और एंट्री को पास करना है. वन इज फॉर द इश्यू ऑफ द शेयर्स. ये वाला शुड कम इन द बिगिनिंग. ओके. बैंक अकाउंट टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. First it has to come this entry only. Place not there, so I am doing it. 25,000 shares into 10, 2,50,000, 2,50,000. So being how many shares issued by the board resolution? 25,000 shares at the rate of rupees 10. Now how many debentures are issued? उसके लिए भी you should pass the bank entry. तो bank account debit to debenture application, 14% debenture application. That comes to 1,000 debentures into 100. वो बन जाता है आपका 1 lakh rupees. That's all. Bank account to 14% debentures, not application, 14% debenture account. So these are the entries that you people have to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries. Clear everybody? Did you all understand this? The first condition is don't use the proceeds from debentures. Debentures issue करने से जो कुछ भी पैसा मिलता है, you cannot use that for repaying your preference shareholders. This is first rule. रूल नंबर 2, ये वाला आपको कैलकुलेट करने के टाइम पे प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन को उसमें इंक्लूड मत करो. प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन इज अ सेपरेट थिंग. जस्ट इंक्लूड इट इन द एंट्री. P&L अकाउंट से उसको हटा दो. दैट्स ऑल. फॉर द कैलकुलेशन ऑलवेज द फेस वैल्यू माइनस द इक्विटी शेयर्स. फेस वैल्यू हियर ऑल्सो इक्विटी शेयर्स का जो कुछ भी फेस वैल्यू प्रॉफिट से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है, यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर द CRR. दैट्स ऑल. Clear? And CRR banane ke liye, which are the accounts you will use? You will use only general reserve and P&L account. Nothing more. I will give you 5 minutes. Please write down this question. Okay, have you all finished? Did you understand this concept? This is how a total question can come to you in the exam. So they will either tell you, itna shares I am issuing, so first subtract the shares and remaining transfer to the CRR. Or they can also tell you, they will first tell you, itna distributable profits available hai. तो उस clue देने से first remove the distributable profits or remaining amount say divided with the equity shares. Okay? Okay, good. Now the next illustration, my dear students, we are going to do it like this. First, it is given to us in the question that itna distributable profits diya hai. So first we are going to reduce the distributable profits and फिर हम equity shares को compute करेंगे. So this is how we are going to do that particular question. Very interesting question, very simple question. Only these two types are the problems that is going to come. Everybody, please see here. Question number 8. Capital structure of a company consists of 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid up and 1,008% redeemable preference shares of 100 rupees each fully paid up. So 1,000 and 100. So it will be 1 lakh rupees. Now undistributed reserves and surplus kya hai? Kitna hai? General reserve 80,000. P&L account 20,000. Investment allowance reserve hai 10,000. Out of which 5,000 not free for distribution. So investment allowance reserve can be used for creating a CRR. Okay. But the only condition is that it should be freely available. So 10,000 में कितना freely नहीं available है? 5,000 not available. तो remaining 5,000 I can use now. Securities premium का आप use कर सकते हो? No. So आप यहाँ से general reserve को touch कर सकते हो. P&L account को ले सकते हो. Investment allowance reserve भी 10,000 में just 5,000 you will take because it is given 5,000 not free for distribution. Securities premium को छोड़ दो. Now cash at bank is there 98,000. Okay. Preference shares are to be redeemed at a premium of 10%. Okay. Even if you have to redeem at a preference at a premium of 10%, premium को मत consider करो. Premium of 10% on 1 lakh will be 10,000. उसको हम लेते हैं P&L account से. तो forget that. Now my dear students, for the purpose of redemption, the directors are empowered to make fresh issue of equity shares at par after utilizing the undistributed reserves and surplus, subject to a condition that a sum of 20,000 should be retained in the general reserve. General reserve balance is 80,000, but 20,000 इसमें balance होना चाहिए. That is the thing. So अभी देखो माँ, in the working notes, amount of preference shares to be redeemed. कितना है? 1 lakh rupees. कैसा 1 lakh? 1,000 preference shares into 100 is 1 lakh. Clear? यहाँ पे premium on redemption है, but उस आपका you should not take it here. Okay. Now we are going to see the undistributed. All of you please remember undistributed reserves and surplus को ही I should take it. In that the first reserve is general reserve. Okay madam, general reserve का total balance कितना है? 80,000. उसमें से what is the balance you should leave? लास्ट में कंडीशन दिया गया है आफ्टर रिडम्पशन 20,000 बैलेंस इसमें रहना है. सो 60,000 मैं जनरल रिजर्व से यूज कर रही हूँ. वही मैडम 60,000 बिकॉज क्वेश्चन में दिया गया है 20,000 जनरल रिजर्व में ही छोड़ दो. रिटेन द बैलेंस इन द जनरल रिजर्व. So the second one is the profit and loss account. Madam, profit and loss account balance है 20,000. ठीक है, but please remember here, आपका preference shares कितना है redeem करने के लिए? 1 lakh. इसमें premium on redemption है. Premium on redemption is 10%. So 10,000 आपको कहाँ से लेना है? Entry pass करते हो ना? Profit and loss account to premium on redemption, that will be taken from here. तो मैं 10,000 premium को if I'm going to write it off, then बाकी कितना होगा? Distributable profit only another 10,000. Very very important. इसको आप question पे directly you cannot identify, but indirectly you have to use your common sense. Premium on redemption है question पे कितना है? 10,000 है. कहाँ से ये लेना है? It will be taken from the P&L account. तो अभी balance है 20,000, but 10,000 में इससे लेने से distributable balance कितना होगा? Only 10,000. Very very important. और investment allowance reserve कितना है ये वाला मैडम? टोटल 10 है, उसमें 5000 अवेलेबल नहीं है, उसको मैं हटा रही हूँ. सो 5000 इज अवेलेबल. इसका टोटल बन जाता है 75,000. ओके, नाउ आई विल राइट हियर 1 lakh. दिस इज 1000 into 100. यहाँ पे ऐसा लेंगे. Yes, remaining 25,000 rupees, I have to issue the equity shares. अभी equity shares को मैं issue करने के लिए, what is the face value of the equity shares I am going to issue, my dear students? Face value is nothing but 10 rupees divided by 10. 2500 इक्विटी शेयर्स को मैं अभी इश्यू करके रिडम्पशन करना है. फर्स्ट एंट्री वेरी सिंपल, इक्विटी शेयर्स का इश्यू एंट्री टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. $25,000 नरेशन में बीइंग 2500 equity shares issued at rupees 10. This is the first entry, which is your equity shares issue entry. Second entry is for CRR. CRR के लिए आप जनरल रिजर्व whatever you have written here, इन तीनों रिजर्व को यहाँ एंट्री में लिख दो. जनरल रिजर्व, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट एंड और क्या है, इन्वेस्टमेंट अलावेंस रिजर्व. ये है 60,000, ये है 10,000, ये है 5,000. तो इसे आप क्रिएट कर रहे हो कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व टू द एक्सटेंट ऑफ 75,000. बीइंग द अनडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड प्रॉफिट्स, you have created the CRR. अभी थर्ड एंट्री आएगा परसेंटेज प्रिफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल. कितना है? 1 लाख रुपीस. और इसमें प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन भी है. प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन to preference shareholders 1,10,000, being the redemption entry due. Being the redemption entry due. और इसका पेमेंट एंट्री is preference shareholders account debit to the bank. 1,10,000, 1,10,000. This is the fourth one. As simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any doubts with this, everybody? Please write down this question now. I want all of you to write down this particular question after the working note. If you have any doubts, please ask me. This is the working note that you people have to be very careful. Apart from that, nothing can come. So illustration 7, illustration 8 थोड़ा important illustrations है इस particular chapter में. Everybody understood? Oh, yes, correct. There is one another entry, very good. Profit and loss account debit to premium on redemption. Very good. Harendra Kethari, I guess. That boy told me. Good, ma. All of the undistributed profits only you should use. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes. Please finish the question. Have you all written? What is the purpose of issuing redeemable preference? Irredeemable, redeemable. What is the purpose is you need money, no? ये भी एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है आप जिससे मनी को रेज कर सकते हो. That is the main purpose. Okay, Akshit, very good if you have understood. Kritika, completed. Others, did you all understand? Not everybody of you to answer. Understood this? Because the illustration number 7 and 8, these are the two types that can come into your exam. And it is very, very easy. If you ask me, preference shares redemption is the most easiest topic that you can see. Okay, great. Now let us go ahead and see the next illustration. Very, very important illustration. Is this same illustration came in your exam? Illustration number 9. Please all of you read. The balance sheet of XYZ Limited is on as on 31st March is this 50,000 preference shares of 100 each 70 paid up. Whenever preference shares are partly paid up, क्या करना है उसको fully paid करना है. So you have to pass the final entry. Let us see whether we have to pass or not. 1 lakh equity shares of 100 each fully paid up already there in the balance sheet. Next है securities premium 5 lakh rupees है already. Capital redemption reserve balance sheet में है 220 lakhs. General reserve है 50 lakh. Bank है 15 lakhs. Under the terms of their issue, the preference shares are redeemable on 31st March at 5% premium. In order to finance the redemption, the company makes a rights issue of 50,000 shares of 100 each at 110 per share, 20 payable on application, 35 on allotment, and balance as on January 1st, 2023. Okay? ये वाला बात देखो. Balance है January 2023. Which one? The allotment call का balance they are collecting on 1st of January. But redemption कब हो रहा है? All of you please see. Redemption हो रहा है 31st of March 2022. तो all of you please see इस issue में application and allotment 1st March के लिए हो चुका है. The amount due on allotment was duly received as on 31st of March. The company's preference shares were redeemed after fulfilling the necessary conditions. Okay? Date column को ignore कर दो and then prepare this particular thing is what they are telling you. So now what I am supposed to do? Yes? Just a minute. Just give me a minute. My camera has, yeah. My video is off. Just a minute. This is not getting recognized. Okay. Now? Now all of you please see यहाँ पे directly आपको इस questions के तरह they have not given you to find out कितना equity shares है, क्या कर रहे हैं, nothing. Simply they have given you that in the equity shares, okay, in the equity shares, I will tell you how to do this question. All of you please see the first thing is make it fully paid up. कितना है आपका preference shares? Preference shares are 50,000 preference shares at 70 rupees each. Correct? तो final call of 30 को अभी call कर दो. It is 8% preference share final call. जैसे आप equity shares के लिए पास करते हो final call, उसी तरह यहाँ भी दो entry आएगा, transfer entry और receipt entry. कितना है amount? 50,000 into 30. So it will be 15 lakh rupees. 15 lakh rupees. Okay. Being the transfer entry. First, please drew the final call. The next one is I have received the money on this particular amount. So 8% preference share final call. 15 lakhs. And 15 lakhs. $15 lakhs and 15 lakhs. Is this clear? Abhi what they are doing. Another 50,000 rights shares are issued at rupees 100 plus 10. इसका ब्रेकअप कैसा दिया है क्वेश्चन पे? ऑन एप्लीकेशन इज 20, ऑन अलॉटमेंट इज 35. इसमें प्रीमियम कलेक्ट हो रहा है. सो 25 plus 10 and remaining balance, this is 55, another 55 will come here. But this is not called. अभी तक कॉल नहीं हुआ है. This will be called next year January only. But these two are called by March 2022. आपको रिडम्पशन करना है मार्च 2022 में. तो द प्रॉब्लम इज ओनली द फर्स्ट टू कॉल्स आर बीइंग मेड. नाउ इस राइट्स के लिए लेट अस पास द एंट्री. तो अभी एप्लीकेशन और अलॉटमेंट दिया है. आई विल हैव टू डू द इक्विटी शेयर्स राइट्स इश्यू का इश्यू एंट्री. प्लीज सी बैंक अकाउंट टू इक्विटी शेयर एप्लीकेशन, द फर्स्ट वन. इक्विटी शेयर एप्लीकेशन कितना है? 50,000 into 20, 10 lakh rupees and 10 lakh rupees. और नेक्स्ट है ट्रांसफर एंट्री इक्विटी शेयर एप्लीकेशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. तो अगेन 10 lakh rupees and 10 lakh rupees. Please write the narration. The next one is the allotment entry, transfer entry, equity share allotment. इसमें है प्रीमियम, तो इट विल बी इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल टू सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल टू सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम. इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल टू सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम. अभी देखो ये है 35. सो 50,000 इंटू 35 कितना आएगा? 17 lakh. No, it will be 25. 50,000 into 35 rupees will be 17 lakh and 50,000. In this 50,000 into 25 will be 12 lakh and 50,000, and securities premium is 10 rupees. So that will be 5 lakh. 50,000 into. Okay, this is this particular entry. Okay, madam, यहाँ तक it is over. The next one is I have received it. इसका receipt entry pass कर दो. Bank account debit to equity share allotment account, which is 17 lakh 50,000, 17 lakh 50,000. Abhi, please देखो. Now, my dear students, we are going to pass the entry. We should do the redemption. Okay, redemption का total value कितना है? 50,000 preference shares at the rate of 100 rupees. ये बन जाता है 50 lakhs का. Correct? तो इस 50 lakh में, my dear students, all of you please see here, इस 50 lakh में again there is a combination. Equity shares आपने issue किया है और remaining what balance I have to take from the CRR. उस CRR के लिए all of you please see, उस CRR के लिए you have to go for a small working note. All of you please see here. Total face value of the preference shares to be redeemed is 50 lakh rupees. इसमें से you have already passed the equity shares का entry, correct? You have passed the equity share का entry. अभी transfer entry में जाओ. All of you please see. Go to the transfer entry. Here equity share capital is taken as 10 lakh. So application में आपको मिला है 10 lakh. Equity share capital में यहाँ पे आपको मिला है 12 lakh 50. तो the total amount received from shares is कितना? 10 lakhs on application, 12 lakh 50,000 on allotment. Final call हुआ है? नहीं हुआ है. तो इसलिए it will be 50 lakh minus 22 lakh and 50,000. तो remaining कितना है? 27 lakh and 50,000. अभी आपको ट्रांसफर करना है to the कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व. आपको ट्रांसफर करना है कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व. तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यू कैन टेल मी कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व ऑलरेडी इज देयर टू द एक्सटेंट ऑफ 20 lakhs in the textbook. Let it be there as per your textbook presentation. They have created additionally 27 lakh 50. The earlier capital reserve balance can be the balance from the previous redemption of preferences. We don't know. But for this redemption freshly, create another fresh CRR. So what will be the next entry? General reserve में पैसा है. Account debit to the CRR 27 lakh 50,000, 27 lakh 50,000. This will be the next entry. और फिर आप क्या करना है? You are going to redeem this particular preferences. Okay? Please note down the question till this. I will give you 5 minutes time. यहाँ तक question को note कर दो. Did you understand how to calculate this 27 lakh and 50? Everybody? Because my dear students, ये वाला 27 lakh 50,000 आपको equity shares का total 100 rupees you cannot deduct it because final call नहीं हुआ है. तो just 2 calls का equity share capital value I will take and I will subtract it from 50 lakhs. Clear? यहाँ पे fully called up और fully amount को आपने call किया है, then I can understand you will consider the total value. But यहाँ पे total value नहीं है. Only called up is application and allotment. इस application allotment में भी you should consider the face value because I have told you redemption के लिए always the face value. Equity shares को आप premium में issue करने से what is the problem? Not my issue. So I will take only the face value. इन दोनों entries में से equity share capital के straight whatever amount I have written I will take them and add them. So out of 50 lakhs issue करके मैंने equity shares I have raised 22 lakh 50. तो remaining 27 lakh 50 अभी मेरा undistributed profits में से देना distributable profits में से देना पड़ेगा. तो I have created a CRR. Did you all understand? After equity share allotment, I have written total face value of the preference shares. Okay, 50 lakhs minus whatever we received. I want everybody of you to tell me if you have understood this. Same question आ गया है exam में. What is this? 12 lakh 50,000. What I have written? This one, huh? This is securities premium. What are the uses of capital redemption reserve? This said, after equity share capital, it is securities premium. What are the uses of capital redemption reserve? To issue fully paid bonus shares. That's it. Everybody have written it? Five lakh is securities premium. Mr. Akshit, this 5 lakh is securities premium SP. Even in the exam, give a note mono. If your textbook is saying create a full CRR now, आप exam में भी इसी presentation को follow कर दो. Give a, you will be giving a thing. That's it. Everybody understood? Have you all written this entries till now? Now we are going to go for the next one. The next entries are the redemption entries. Okay. So this is also very important, and I will just write the premium, the redemption entries here. There are three entries that will come. Okay. What is the percentages? 8% preference share capital account debit. This is preference share capital. Please don't ask me what is that. What is that? When I'm doing it, listen to that. Premium on redemption to preference shareholders. Correct? So 50 lakhs, 5% premium is 2 lakh 50. Then we have 52 lakh and 50,000. This much is this particular thing. 8% preference share capital account to premium on redemption account to preference shareholders. Okay. The next entry will be preference shareholders account that are to bank account. That is 52 lakh and 50,000, 52 lakh and 50,000. Then the last entry is for the premium on redemption. Okay. The last entry is for the premium on redemption. It will come from P&L account, but in this question, you don't have a P&L account. So you can take it from your general reserve also, no problem. You can take it from your general reserve, which is general reserve account debit to premium on redemption, 2 lakh and 50, 2 lakh and 50. That's all. These are the three redemption entries. First is the due entry, next is the payment entry, and next is the premium on redemption. Everybody finished? Did you all write this? I'll give you 5 minutes. Please write. Did you all understand this? This was an exam question. CRR is used not for the payment, ma, it is used for the issue of bonus shares, Neha. हमने bonus shares किया ना, उसमें capital redemption reserve से we have taken the money, no? For that only it is used. It is not used for anything else. I will give you 2 more minutes. I want all of you to finish. Now the illustration number 10 is a variation of this question. That's all. Illustration number 10, the same question. Okay. The same question. Here you will be having a calls and arrears. So calls in arrears होने से they will ask you to forfeit the shares, preference shares में. I am talking about preference shares. आप जब final call को करते हो यहाँ पे calls in arrears आ जाएगा. So यहाँ पे calls in arrears के बाद उस shares को forfeit करने के लिए entry will be given to you. तो अभी यहाँ पे forfeit करने का एक entry pass करना है and then I will show you how CRR will differ. That's all. The same question. Amounts भी नहीं changed है. कंप्लीट कर दिया है? हैव यू कंप्लीटेड? सो टोटली 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 entries. There are 10 entries here. Yeah, 10 entries are there. Ujjwal completed, Ketari completed 10 entries with working notes. Good, Ketari Harendra. 10th we can do by self. Neha, yes, you can do by self. I want you to do, but before that, please wait. All of you. Okay, good. Everybody has completed. I'm very happy. Did you all understand the question? Nice. Now we are in the 10th question. With the help of the details and illustration, assume that preference shareholders holding 2000 failed to make the payment for the final call and you're asked to pass to show the relevant entries and show the relevant extracts. Assuming the shares in default are forfeited after giving the proper notices. So यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे calls in arrears is coming in the question. Calls in arrears कितना है? 2000 preference shareholders did not pay the amount. So 60,000 pay नहीं किया है, तो यहाँ पे 14 lakh and 40 बन जाता है. This is okay? This entry will remain the same. इस entry में change आएगा. अभी यहाँ पे you have to forfeit the shares. Forfeit करने के time पे how will you forfeit? 8% preference share capital account debit, 2 shares forfeited, 2 calls in arrears. Same way, whatever comes for the equity shares, the same entry will be coming even for the preference shares. Okay? कितना हुआ है? How much you are forfeiting? 2000 into 100. 2 lakh शेयर कैपिटल को डेबिट कर दो. हाउ मच? 2 लाख शेयर कैपिटल को डेबिट कर दो. इसमें से कॉल्स इन अरियर्स कितना है? 60,000 है कॉल्स इन अरियर्स, तो वो पे किया है 1,40,000. क्लियर एवरीबॉडी? प्लीज सी. अक्षित, आई एम रिपीटिंग, डोंट आस्क मी अगेन. ये वाला है फॉरफीचर एंट्री. तो फाइनल कॉल के बाद जो 2000 शेयर्स ने नहीं पे किया है उसका शेयर्स को हम फोरफीट कर रहे हैं. प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स में फोरफीचर अलाउड है. So I am forfeiting 8% preference share capital, 2 shares forfeited to call scenarios. यहाँ पे 2000 into 100 है, 2 lakh preference share का I am forfeiting. उसमें 60,000 नहीं मिला है, 1,40,000 मिला है. अभी ए वाला 4 entries में कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Now the difference will come here. My dear students, all of you please see here. Earlier total 50 lakh shares I have. Okay. So now coming back 50 lakh shares है यहाँ पे, which is the earlier thing. But इसमें से कितना forfeit किया है? Forfeit का meaning you have taken back the shares. तो अब 50 lakh minus 2 lakh करना पड़ेगा. Because when you forfeit, उतना amount you need not repay back. Because आपने ले लिया है वापस, cancel कर दिया है. तो अब ये बन जाएगा 48 lakh. 48 lakh minus 22 comes to 25 lakh and 50,000. यहाँ पे बन जाएगा 25 lakh and 50,000. So the CRR amount will change. Entry यही ऐसा ही रहेगा. Amount will change. Why madam amount is changing? Because आपने forfeit किया है कुछ preference shares का. जब आप forfeit करते हो, whenever you are going to forfeit or cancel the amount, you are supposed to subtract it from the face value of preference shares to be redeemed. Because उतना 2 lakhs already you have taken back, cancel किया है. You need not pay it to them further. Further उसको payment नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So 50 lakh minus 2 lakh. अभी ये 40 lakh से ये 10 lakh plus 12 lakh 50 will remain the same way. So 25 lakh and यहाँ पे ये change होएगा. All of you please see ma, ये 48 lakhs बन जाएगा. इसमें 5% comes to 48 lakhs में 5% comes to, I think the amount this will change. 2 lakh and 40,000 will be the premium value and यहाँ पे 50 lakh and 40,000 बन जाएगा. So 50 lakh and 40,000 I will be repaying back to the shareholders and अभी यहाँ से 2.4 lakhs will be going from my premium on redemption. Profit and general reserves है. That's all. The same question. Did you understand this variation, everybody? तो यहाँ पे एक note बना दो. Whenever the shares are redeemed, whenever the shares are forfeited, you should subtract them from the redemption value. You should subtract them from the redemption value. Please write this. I will give you 5 minutes. Repeat the entire question again. Okay, don't change it alone. Please do it another time. Then only you will get the practice. Repeat it and do in the books of illustration number 10. Journal entries. Date, particulars, LF. Please put the format. Write this. Write that particular working note. In the working note, please write when the shares are forfeited, subtracted from the total share capital. Likho. When you write only, it becomes very, very easy. For the pen. Have you all finished? So here, along with the 10 entries, additional entry that gets added is the forfeiture entry. So it is 11 entries totally. And there is change in the amounts, the values in the other entries. You have to be careful about it. Everybody? Neha, that is a practice. Even DRR you are transferring, but you're not using for redemption, no? It is like in the case of emergency, okay? Then only you will touch that. In all our problems, kuch bhi emergency nahi hai, it's a normal question. So you need not worry. There is a rule that is given to us. That's it. Practical questions, there is only one very easy. Whatever we have done, illustration number 6, that is only there. Okay. Now let us see the MCQs. I want you to finish. I'm just giving you time to finish. Okay. Have you all done? Preference shareholders part. Okay. If you want, you just do it. Okay, Radhika. Neha, the new book, I think it has two practical questions, right? मेरे को एक ही practical questions दिखा है. I downloaded, I think in June or July, my textbook. That's the thing. What is the doubt, Ujjwal? Yes, let it be, no? That one. Okay, if you want, you can transfer it to the shares forfeited. That's a good thing. He says, Madam, this 1,40,000 shares forfeited, it is there, no? So it is there, no, madam, already. So that 1,40,000, you can transfer it to the capital reserve also. That you can do it, no problem. Yeah, just a minute. Let us go ahead and then do the particular thing. Neha, they'll confirm it, okay? You don't have to worry too much, Neha, please. They will confirm it to you people. Okay, the video, there's no problem for you people to see the video. There's no issue with that. All of you, please see here. Securities premium. I'm doing this multiple choice question. Securities premium cannot be used to issue bonus shares. No, it can be used to issue bonus shares. Redeem preference shares. Write off preliminary expenses. The answer is redeem the preference shares. You cannot use it to redeem something. Okay, you can just use it to issue fully paid bonus shares, and the expenses on redemption only you can write off, or preliminary expenses. This kind of expenses only you will be able to write it off. Okay, just give me one moment. You will be able to write off the expenses only, but for redeeming the preference shares, you cannot utilize the balance in the securities premium. Okay, so the option is, my dear students, it is B. Option is B. Everybody with me? The option is what Shweta has answered. I want everybody of you to answer. Okay, the option is B for that particular question or that particular answer. Now, all of you, please see. S Limited issued 2000 10% preference shares of 100 each at par, which are redeemable at a premium of 10%. For the purpose of redemption, the company issued equity shares of 1500 of rupees 100 each at a premium. At the time of redemption of preference shares, what is the amount to be transferred? Very, very tricky. What is the amount to be transferred? Yeah, can somebody tell me here? Simply, you have to consider only the face values. Face value of the preference shares, which is 2000 into 100, 2 lakh rupees. Face value of the equity shares, which is 1500 into 100. Don't consider the premium on redemption for the preference shares. Don't consider the securities premium for the equity shares. Okay. So then it will be 2 lakh minus 1 lakh 50, which is 50,000. The option for the second one is A. Okay, it is A. Now, which of the following cannot be used for creation of capital redemption reserve? P&L account credit balance, it can be used. General reserve account, it can be used. Unclaimed dividend account, no, I cannot use this. C. Why I cannot use this? Because unclaimed dividend account, I need to pay back to the particular preference shareholder. So it is not available for distribution. I cannot use this particular value. Then, according to the section 52 of the Companies Act, the amount in the securities premium account cannot be used for the purpose of issue of fully paid bonus shares. Yes. Yeah, it can be used for bonus shares. Writing of loss of the company, no, it cannot be used for this purpose. Own security, yes, I can use. By writing off? Writing off preliminary expenses, it can be used. Writing off expenses, but not loss of the company. So securities premium account in this particular MCQs at two places it is used. One, it cannot be used to redeem the preference shares. Second, it cannot be used to write off the losses of the company. Okay. Which of the following can be utilized for redemption of preference shares? The proceeds from fresh issue of equity shares. Yes, I can use this amount. Proceeds from issue of debentures. No, I should not use this. Proceeds from the issue of fixed deposit. No. So I can issue fresh equity shares. From that money, I can repay the preference shares. Now again, see here one more question. Preference shares amounting to 2 lakh redeemed at a premium of 5% by issue of shares amounting to 1 lakh at a premium of 10%. What is the amount to be transferred to CRR? CRR always the face value. Face value of the preference shares is 2 lakhs. Face value of the equity share is 1 lakh. Don't bother about the premium. 2 lakh minus 1 lakh is 1 lakh rupees. I need to transfer it to the CRR. That's all. As simple as that. Yes. Now, did you all understand? Everybody, did you understand all the 6 questions? The maximum that can come is only this, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, good. Everybody of you have answered it well. So there is only one particular illustration, which is illustration number 5, that I will cover it in the next class. Okay. उसमें तो थोड़ा difference है, nothing bigger difference. In illustration number 5, the point is, there is not given you the direct number of shares. They have not given. They have not given you the undistributable profits, but they have given you something with regard to the cash balance. They have told you cash balance में इतना पैसा है. Investments को sell करके इतना पैसा I will take. So everything is from the point of view of money. So when I'm going to use my cash balances, then how will I find out the number of equity shares? Undistributable profits, I have told you illustration 8. I have also told you the category of the distributable profits and issue of the equity shares. Illustration 7 and 8, I have told you. This one particular thing is little. First one is true, Akshit. Dhanushri. All of you, please concentrate and see there is nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Monu Singh. Everybody, did you all understand? So there is only one particular thing that is given. Yeah, own security you can purchase. No, I am not telling own security ke liye you need not purchase. My thing was writing of loss of the company, ma. Okay, Shweta, even I am also hungry. I'm quite tired today. Neha, you can use that for purchase of your own securities, issue of fully paid up bonus shares, for writing of preliminary expenses, for writing the expenses on the issue, on the redemption. सब कुछ use कर सकते हो. You cannot use it for writing of loss of the company or for redemption of the preference shares. प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स को रिडीम करने के टाइम पे डिस्काउंट देते हो, प्रीमियम में पे करते हो, ऑल दैट इज ओके, दैट यू कैन डू इट, नॉट दिस. ओके. What reason? What, Akshit? I have told you all the reasons. No, then what else you want? Every time you ask me, what should I write the reason? Fourth MCQ में बता दो. The fourth question is for writing of the losses. B है, नेहा. They have given you what you cannot do. आप सेक्शन 52 के हिसाब से सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम को किस यूज के लिए नहीं यूज कर सकते हो, दैट इज गिवन टू यू इन द क्वेश्चन. सो नहीं यूज करना मीन्स फॉर राइटिंग ऑफ द लॉसेस ऑफ द कंपनी. लॉसेस ऑफ द कंपनी नहीं है उस 5 पॉइंट्स में, लॉसेस आर नॉट देयर. ओके. Okay, students. So with this, we have officially finished this particular unit. Okay. Irrespective of, please do the practical questions. I've anyways given you it in the assignment also. Please practice it, the same questions. Illustration 5 alone is pending in this unit. Okay. Monday, I will be back and we will do a little exam questions. I am not sure, Monday or tomorrow, we will confirm the class. Yeah. Okay. We will confirm the class. So don't again go back into the trance. We will tell you when the class is. Okay. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thanks. What is your doubt, Mr. Akshit, always? I will take it on Monday. Okay. Thanks, everybody.